want you to give a warm welcome to the President of the American Postal Workers Union, Mark Dimondstein, and Brandon Mancilla from the UAW.
Union solidarity greetings, fighters for justice. In the spirit of working class solidarity and justice, the American Postal Workers Union, AFL-CIO, stands with humanity and the suffering people, workers and unions of Gaza in calling for a long overdue ceasefire and massive humanitarian aid to the 2.3 million people of Gaza, walled in, displaced, homeless, bombed, killed, injured, diseased, and starving behind the war crimes of the Netanyahu Israeli government, fully backed by U.S. military aid. Just last week in our convention, we voted, quote, we called on the U.S. government to halt all military aid to the Israeli government and to stop using our tax dollars for more war, end of quote. The billionaire class and the corporations never pay their fair share of taxes, if at all, but workers do. And our tax dollars should never be used to bomb, maim, and kill innocent children, women, and men of Gaza, nor to enrich the U.S. military-industrial complex. It is shameful that Netanyahu, already charged with genocide and war crimes by the International Court of Justice, and with the blood of tens of thousands of children on his hands, has been invited by both the Democratic and Republican leadership to address Congress. This is but another bipartisan green light, along with billions more of military aid, to continue the carnage and brutality, and is increasing the very real danger of a wider war. The American Postal Workers Union is proud to have joined with other national unions, including the United Auto Workers, United Electrical Workers, the Association of Flight Attendants, the National Nurses Union, International Union of Painters, and the National Education Association, and the National Labor Network for a Ceasefire. We stand with the vast majority of the people of our country and the world who support a ceasefire, humanitarian aid, peace, and freedom. As the main financial backer of the Israeli military machine, the White House has the leverage to stop the massacre. And it is a falsehood that criticizing the government of Israel and our own somehow equates to being anti-Semitic or anti-Jewish. As we are doing today, let us carry on with ever more urgency, increasing the pressure to compel our government to save lives by refusing to supply another bomb. It's great to be here, standing shoulder to shoulder with all of you. Solidarity forever.
Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. I'm gonna try union power now, right? Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? Union power. I want to thank Mark Dimondstein and the postal workers for their leadership on calling for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza. Without the leadership of the postal workers and Mark and the UE and so many other unions, unions such as ours, the International UAW, would not be here today. We also would not be here today if it wasn't for the work of so many people behind me, the rank and file workers of our union. Is a ceasefire and an end to arms shipments to Israel a labor issue? I'll tell you why. Because auto workers in Dearborn, Michigan have been personally affected by this issue and have demanded that their union and their government stop funding a genocide. Because academic workers all across the country and countless campuses in almost every state of this country have been protesting for their literal right of free speech to call on their universities to divest and to be held accountable. Our members were part of that movement and will continue to be part of that movement. We are also here because public defenders, UAW members in New York City, have been targeted by our government for calling for a ceasefire. So don't tell me this isn't a labor issue when our very own government is coming after labor unions for standing with the people of Palestine. Labor unions are one of the only democratic institutions we've got in this country. We hold our government, we hold our nation accountable. We hold the billionaires and the millionaires accountable. So if we want to continue building power for working people in this country, if we want to continue to have pro-labor administrations, we call on our government and anyone vying for office to stand for a ceasefire now. Solidarity forever, everyone. The labor movement stands with you.
Ceasefire now! 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 Ceasefire now!
Thank you all. Give it one more time for our wonderful comrades and allies in the labor movement. So an update on the blockades. As the police move in, like water, our comrades leave and reassemble somewhere else. Wherever the motorcade goes, the people are there to stop it. Wherever it turns, our people are there to face it. No matter where you go, BB, the people are in your face. When you sleep, we're in your head. We're in your nightmares.